Thank you to deBeaumont Foundation for inviting our collaborative to submit a second round application to the Build Health Challenge for the Adrian Ebeid Neighborhood Promise. The Ebeid Neighborhood Promise is a 10-year placemaking model that was originally designed in Uptown Toledo in 2017 by ProMedica. The model raises funding and invests it into underserved communities to support the design and mobilization of programming that is focused on health, jobs and finances, education and training, and housing. This model works hand in hand with residents from the neighborhood to conduct strategic planning, to also design the programs so they're culturally competent and linguistic, to support the implementation and even the evaluation so that we can ensure disparities and inequities are being addressed and that resident voice is part of the process. The success of this model presented an opportunity to replicate a tailored design in other communities that are experiencing disproportionate disparity and inequities. That prompted our teams to begin looking at East Adrian, which is located within Lenawee County and is home to nearly 10% of the county's population, which is just under 99,000 residents. Decades of disinvestment has led to a compounding of social, environmental, economic, and health-related disparities and racial inequities, specifically in 3 socially vulnerable census tracts. Because of these factors, ProMedica, the All About Adrian Resident Coalition, and Lenawee Community Foundation began engaging with residents to learn about the barriers, to ask their expertise about what resources would make an impact, and to ask their perspective on the Adrian Ebeid Neighborhood Promise model, and if it's one that they would support and one that they feel would make positive change in their community. After 12 months of engaging residents and compiling feedback, our partners confirmed the need to move forward, which led to the formal announcement in February of 2022 that ProMedica, All About Adrian Resident Coalition, and Lenawee Community Foundation are partnering to raise and mobilize $20 million over 10 years to implement the Adrian Ebeid Neighborhood Promise. Our teams conducted community planning sessions in May and June, which identified key recommendations and priorities with specific focus on financial coaching, health screenings, access to preventive health services, evidence-based workshops in response to those disparities and inequities. And as we implement those programs, we'll continue working on partnerships that address social determinants of health and to continue to layer those as part of the offerings of this model in a continuum of resources supporting residents. The results of the planning sessions resulted in expanding partnerships with Community Action Agency and Lenawee Community Foundation to collaborate on the application for the Build Health Challenge, which would support the partnership's abilities to accelerate the implementation of these programs in the initial launch and to provide immediate support to broaden community engagement and outreach to the nearly 11,000 residents living within these 3 primary census tracts. Presently, our teams are working on launching a fundraising campaign and securing a temporary location to begin offering programs and services within this space. As we work on those factors, we are also working to secure a property which we can renovate as part of the neighborhood placemaking to serve as the future permanent site of the Adrian Ebeid Center. As we are working on this, we continue to attend All About Adrian Resident Coalition meetings and events and engage with our residents in the community so that they are contributing to the strategic design and the implementation of this model as we move forward. The Build Health Challenge would make a great and immediate impact, which we could continue building on with partnerships, programming, and additional investments to scale those programs on an ongoing basis. Your support will accelerate, elevate, and further integrate impact for the families and individuals that call East Adrian home. On behalf of our collaborative partners, thank you for your consideration for our Round 2 Build application.